Hi everybody, it's Shannon here, and I am going to do some coloring. I attempted to do a process video earlier on an ATC that I made. I'll show you the ATC. This is the ATC I made. I was out of film. I was out of view the whole time, which, you know, we learn. So this is the ATC I made, and this is for Queeny E for her challenge. I will put a link down below for her challenge video. She wants you to make an ATC in your style, so that's what I did. I did this ATC on the wooden ATC here that I got from Tupelo Designs, Jane and Mike, and I put a stencil on it and used some Heidi Swap in the Heidi Swap, this one right here, Color Shine in mustard on the background. And I put some cogs on here in a corner piece, and I put this lovely little skeleton girl with her pumpkin, and I'll put some flowers on here and put some ink of gold on top. So that is that, and this is called Eerie Princess. So there we go. So that's for you, Queenie. And now I'm going to do some coloring. I'm just going to do what I do, and you guys can watch me, and we'll see if it works out. I'm just moving my stuff around here so I have good access to my colors. I just got some Spectrum Noirs, so that's what I will be playing with today. I think I'm going to start with her hair. Now, I like to do hair in different colors. Not like, you know, brown or blonde. Sometimes I do brown or blonde, but I like, let's see, I got my thingy-majiggy here, so I figure out what I want to use. I think I'm going to use these blue turquoises here. Or I could use the ice blue, or I could use the true blue, but I think I'm going to use these three here. BT1, BT2, and BT3. And maybe a little BT4. Maybe I'll do these three. No, I'm going to use BT1, BT2, and BT3. So here they are. That's what I'm going to use for her hair. I start off with the lightest color, and I usually color everything in the light color, and then I go back and do my shading. So that's what I'm going to do. I got these markers as well at Tupelo Design, my favorite craft store. Their service is exceptional and their products are great. And I had a problem with a couple of my markers being dry. There was just 3 or 4 of them that were dry, and I contacted them, and they contacted the company, and they're being sent to me right from the company. So that's great. No problem whatsoever. If you have a problem, they solve your problem for you. Oh. I'm going to check to make sure I'm in frame. Oh, perfect. Okay. Because last time I made my ATC, I did the video and I was slightly out of frame the whole time, which is a pain in the butt. Yeah, this blue hair is going to be good because it's going to match the bubbles. I'm going to do the bubbles in a form of blue as well. So that will be good. This is a Lizzy Love DIgi. You can get those over at Oddball Art Company and Etsy. And she also has a .com. So I will put those links down below as well if you like this DIgi and you want to get some for yourself. She's an amazing Canadian artist. She's one of my favorites for sure. And she has a Facebook group that you can join and share your coloring and your products that you've made with her DIgis. And they have challenges, and see, for example, this one here I got free because I posted some of my other pieces that I did of hers, and and I won 3 free digis. So this is one of the free ones I picked. Yeah, this color is nice. I like this color. It's very kind of a minty greenish blue. It's best when using these alcohol markers, to color in circles. And that way you're not going to have any lines going through your coloring. I've done a lot of coloring in my days. I used to make, well, I shouldn't say used to, maybe I'll make them again one day, but I used to do very intricate mandalas work, and I used pencil crayons for those. And then when I came on YouTube here and I saw everybody using markers, I thought, that sounds like fun. So I was going to get Copic markers. Then I went to Winners one day, and I got a set of the 24. I got the darks and the turquoises, and I got them for $30 a pack. So that right there made up my decision as to what I wanted to do with it. So I decided to get the Spectrum Noirs, and I've been nothing but happy with them. So that's good. So now I'm going up to the next color, which is the BT2, and I'm going to go around the edges and start in with my shading. And I'm going to put these little strands of hair a little darker. And there we go. I love Lizzy Love's art. It's so much fun to color. And she always has the big eyes, and yeah, lots of fun. So I'm just going to go around the edges in the darker color. Now I'm going to flick in some darker color around the areas where I want some of the shading to show. And around this edge here. I decided to color on video because I love watching coloring videos. And I figure if I love watching coloring videos, other people must too. So I haven't done very many process videos, so I tried to do one and I said it was an epic fail, so I thought I'd try this. Now I'm going to use my darkest color, which is the BT3 in this grouping of the blues. I'm just adding some highlights in here. Hands are a little sore today. It's rainy out here today in Ottawa, Canada. And I have chronic pain, so when it rains, I often have pain. So today my hands are a little sore. So then I'm going to go back to the BT1, which is the lightest color, and I'm going to shade all this in, blend it all together. The thing about these markers that you want to remember is you want to try and get your blending in when the previous color marker is still wet, so that the blending occurs more naturally. Excuse me for a minute, guys. Sorry about that, guys. My daughter calling me. Alrighty, so I've done the hair, and what I'm going to do next is the bubbles. All these little bubbles here. And I'm going to use a blue as well. And I think I'm going to use BT1, 2, and 3 for that. I'm going to keep this picture light in the color zone because it's a sort of a soft picture. So BT1, 2, and 3. BT1. No, that's IB. Wait a minute here. Hold on a second here. Why can't I find my BTs? This is strange. Sorry, guys. Alrighty, I'm back. Alrighty. I was looking for BT1, 2, and 3, which I was using. But I didn't want BT1, 2, and 3. I wanted TB1, 2, and 3. Alrighty, here we are. TB1. So again, I'm going to go over the stuff in the lightest color. You see this little square here? What I'm going to use for that is my Uniball Signa. Yeah, that's where I'm going to get more pain. It's time for me to take my medication. So I'm going to pause you guys. Sorry about that. I'm back. Okay, again we're using the BT1. Whoops. There we go. So those little squares in these circles, I'm going to I'll show you what I'm going to do. We'll use the Sigma Uniballer and add white to them. So you have your natural She makes it super easy for you by putting those in there for you. You know exactly where they should go. There we are. Same thing with your eyes. She always puts the little, the little circles so you know where to put your white. It's really nice. You know, this marker is giving me a hard time. It wants to come out. Alrighty, so now I'm going to do just these bubbles in the tub here. I am not used to doing art with people viewing, so we'll see, I had some requests to do some process videos, so that's why I'm doing them. It'll be good for me. It'll be fun. I mean, people want to see art being done on YouTube. They don't want to just see, done things. They want to see, oh, I like that. Well, how did you do that, right? So, and coloring this is just, coloring. Anybody can color, but it's fun. I enjoy it. So I thought I'd share it with you guys. The thing about the Spectrum Noirs is they have that tiny little bullet tip, so it makes it a little easier to get in the smaller spaces like I'm doing right now. may fast forward this video. Actually, I probably will fast forward it. I like this color blue. It's pretty. It goes good with her hair. I don't really know what I'm going to do with this image. Kind of a strange image for a card, you know. Lady in a bath. I'm not sure why I chose it, but I guess I like the image. Alrighty. Alrighty, everybody, I'm back. It's a couple days later. My phone died around energy, and then everybody's been sick around here. My cats are sick, and my daughter's sick, and so I've been being mom and nurse. And that's what I used to do. I used to be a registered nurse, so being mom and nurse comes natural to me. So that's what I've been doing over the last couple days. So I'm going to get back to coloring this piece, and I wanted to have a little chat with you guys about my plans for my channel. I've been thinking about this because, you know, now I've got a few subbies and stuff, and I thought about, well, what do I want? While I'm doing this, I'm just going to color here. What do I want to do with my channel specifically? You know, like what do I think that I have to offer to this community of crafters? And, you know, I love doing haul videos and, you know, and doing challenges and all that, and that's great. But what I've decided I'm going to do is every Saturday I'm going to color a piece. Now, probably I will just put some music on and color and fast forward it for you guys. You know, I really enjoy watching coloring videos, and I love to color. So, I'm going to do that every Saturday. Then Monday is another me day for me. So what I'm going to do on Mondays is a multimedia piece. Now, it could be art journal, it could be a ATC, it could be a canvas, because I like to do canvases as well. You know, so that's what I'm going to do on Mondays. And on Thursday, which is another day I have for myself, it's going to be card day. So that is my plan. If you'd like to see me do something specific that you've seen me do in the past, let me know, and we'll work it in there. Right now I'm just coloring up the little circles on the bathtub. Now when I started coloring this piece, I was like, well, what am I going to do with this? Obviously I can't use this as a card. I mean, I'm not going to send a card to a person, not a girl in a bathtub. And then I thought about it, and I thought, well, this would be good for our journal piece, because I could, you know, I could make some bubbles in the background, and, you know, do a bunch of stuff like that. I've got some interesting stamps that I could use. So that was coloring that with FL1, was this fluorescent pink. Now I'm going to use, pulled out my skin tones that I'm going to use, and I'm going to use this. I'm going to do her lips right now. So if you hear people sneezing in the background, that's my cats. One of my daughter's cats was a barn cat when she got him as a baby. She got him very, very young. She got him at 4 weeks. And the next day he got really sick. He had a really bad eye infection, and he had a lung infection, and he had to go to emergency and get antibiotics and, you know, IV and all this stuff. So after a while, he healed from that, and he's been fine. And my daughter just moved back home this month, and so this is one of her cats. She has 2 cats, and I have 2 cats. And so when the cat moved back, I guess he got stressed, you know, from moving and being in another environment with other animals and stuff. So he got stressed and he got sick again. Apparently it's a virus that he has, and the virus got reactivated, and so he got sick. The bad thing about that, I mean, as if that wasn't bad enough for poor little Bidin, which is his name, which means belly. It means belly in French. And yeah, so poor little Bidin was sick with a fever. His illness came back, so he was sick with a fever, and his eye was running again, and he started sneezing. And when he started sneezing, I didn't connect it with his illness before. I thought, oh boy, it's allergy season. The poor cat probably has allergies. So we took him to the vet, and it turns out, no, it's the virus that he had before that's reactivated. The bad thing about that is the vet didn't tell us that, well, not that it would have made much difference really, I suppose, because they've been living with each other for so long, but it's highly contagious to other cats, this virus. And so, yeah, within a week, the other 3 cats, my 2, and my daughter's other cat, all became ill. So last night I was at an emergency department with my big cat, my oldest. He was really sick. He was having a hard time breathing and stuff. So we got him situated now, though. And so I've got a bunch of cats laying around with fevers, not happy, sneezing. So anyways, that was a FS1. Now I'm going to do FS2, and then I'm going to go to FS3 and then back around again. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just going to highlight some of the areas that I want a little darker around her hairline here. There we go. Then I'm going to go to the FS3, which is one shade darker again. And I'm going to do the same thing. See, that's Higgins that was at the hospital yesterday sneezing. He's still not very happy today, but he's a lot better than he was yesterday. So basically, all we can do with the cats is just, you know, make sure they're eating and drinking and doing all those good things, and so that they're well hydrated, and just, you know, let them get lots of rest, and then make sure they're getting lots of rest and they're eating and staying hydrated, and then they will slowly get better. You know, it's just like I said, like a cat, like a cold. And then my daughter came down with a cold and a fever, so she slept all day too. I'm going back up to the, oh, that's the one I just had in my hand. I'm going to do her arms. Some of these are still a little stiff, these markers. So, there you go. So that's what I've been up to lately. Taking care of cats and kids and all that. It's nice to get some time. They're all asleep now. Get some coloring in. I say I love coloring. I used to do a lot of coloring. I used to do mandalas and color them. And I may do some of those on my channel. I also have a coloring book by an artist named Peter. Oh, I'm not sure what his last name. He's known as Peter Draws here on YouTube, and he's an amazing, fine artist. And he's got an incredible adult coloring book on the market, which I own, and very fine line coloring, and I really enjoy doing very detailed kind of coloring, so that I enjoy. I'm just going back in with my FS1 to blend the shading in together with the skin color. And there we have it. There's that done. Now, for the bathtub itself, I decided to do that in light yellows. So what I've taken is LY1, LY2, and LY3, which is light yellow 1, 2, and 3. Again, the smallest number is the lightest color, and I'm going to start with the lightest color and just color over the entire bathtub. And then after I'm done that, I will come back in with my shading. And that will be that. It's a good thing I foster kittens, rescue kittens I foster. And it is a good thing that there were no baby kittens here when that happened, because they can get very sick from this virus. So I'm glad that didn't happen. I'm just going to turn this around a little bit here so I can get out of it a little better, while still keeping you guys in the video. That's the goal for today, is to get a process video up and out. I've tried a couple times and my placement was not right. Later on, I have a project share for you too. I did an art journal page a couple days ago, and I tried to do it as a process video. That's the one that messed up the video. I was just out of frame the whole time, which was a pain. Let me just double check, make sure I'm in frame here. Yes, I am. Okay, good. I don't want to have to redo. Well, I'm not going to redo it, but I just, you know, I want to get these process videos up and out there to you guys. And like I say, from now on, I'll be doing the coloring once a week. And I'll just color and put the music on, and you guys can watch me color. And I'm going to try and get some decent music, so you don't have to listen to the same old crap from YouTube all the time. I know it can be done, because I've seen it done, so... Yeah, I like the combination of that pink and the yellow. It's nice. I'm going to put this on an art journal page, so I'll do some mixed media. Like that. I got some stamps from Rin, designs by Rin, and they're amazing stamps. She's a Canadian artist as well. This is a Lizzy Love DIgi, and she's a Canadian artist. She's here in Ontario, a few hours southeast of me, and Rin is in the same area as well, down that way, southeastern Ontario, or should I say southwestern Ontario. I correct myself. They are in southwestern Ontario, and I am in eastern Ontario. I am in as eastern Ontario as you can get. If you go further east from here, you end up in Montreal, which is another province of Quebec, which is where I grew up, in Quebec. So I'm going to flip this around again, so I better get at it. This has been a fun DIgi to color. It's different, you know, rather than just a girl. I was thinking about hair color yesterday. Lord knows why I was thinking about hair color. Not hair color for me. I was thinking about DIgis and hair color. And I was thinking, you know what I'd like to do? Is I'd like to make someone with gray and ice blue hair. And I think that would look really, really cool. So maybe I'll do that next Saturday. Find a fun DIgi to color with lots of hair and make it ice blue. Ice blue and gray, with gray tones and highlights. Or highlights with ice blue and have the gray bleed in color. But we'll see. So there's that. Now I'm going to go in with the LY2, which is a deeper, darker tone than the one I just used. I'm just going to come in here and put some highlights in the areas where there would be some. back again and bring the shading all together. Now we're going to go backwards again. Color in a little bit outside. We're going to bring the LY3 into the LY1. Not going all the way back, just close enough to the edge, and then bringing it in. And the same on this side. Now I'm going to put some light in there. I want to get it in before the other ink dries so that the blending happens while the inks are wet as opposed to while they're dry, because inks that are dry don't blend as well together obviously as inks that are wet. So that's what I'm doing by coloring this in and speeding up a little bit. I'm speeding up a little bit because I want to get to this ink before it dries. Alrighty, now we're going to do the same thing down below. Do the 2 with the 3. And then back and blend it all in together with the 1. Turn my paper around again. Get this side. And let me have a look at this. And I think we go. I'm going to use my Uniball. A little bit of white here. A little bit of white here. And I'm going to add a little bit more pink to her cheeks. I didn't put any pink in when I did them. And take the first one and blend that in together. So if you get the ink in there together right away and you blend it, it makes it very easy to add a little color here and a little color there to the cheeks without it looking real forced, you know. Just gives a little pink tone to the cheeks. Alrighty, now I'm going to add a little bit more depth to her lips. There we go. And there she be. I'm going to put some glossy accents on her eyes and lips and probably on the dots. And